Hi everyone, Tim Short here from Campfire North Shore, welcoming all of you back for another video this week, and hopefully everyone has had a fun week as we celebrated Earth Day. We were celebrating the 50th anniversary of Earth Day, and the importance of us all being good stewards of the planet Earth and trying to conserve our resources and being the best humans that we can possibly be. So thank you to Ariel to starting off this week for reading the book Notes for Living on Planet Earth. Thank you also to Bianche for the great project that she did on Earth Day on Wednesday. So I get to finish off the week when we view this video. It'll be Friday. So I'm going to be focusing on a little bit of the science behind planet Earth and what we call our carbon footprint. We're going to get into more of that, but we're going to make our own carbon footprint poster with some causes and solutions, so some facts that hopefully you'll be able to share with family and friends. So what we're going to do is we'll get into that definition right now. We'll come back, we'll start in on our poster, and hopefully everyone will be able to learn something. Our carbon footprint is the amount of carbon dioxide or greenhouse gases produced as a result of our daily living. In other words, many things that we do create carbon dioxide or greenhouse gases. If you add up the amount of emissions our daily activity produces, you would have a pretty good idea of the size of the impact that we have on our environment. This might seem like a hard concept for us to understand, but when we start brainstorming and think of a list of things that we do that use energy and emit carbon dioxide, the idea of a carbon footprint can become a whole lot clearer. All right, welcome back everyone. Now I hope everyone has a better understanding of the word carbon footprint, and we'll talk a little bit about our materials that we will need for our poster. But don't forget our spark question. What can you do to take care of our planet? Start thinking about that. Talk to mom and dad. Maybe they can type in your responses in the comment section below. That'd be really cool to see some of your ideas and what your thoughts are. So our poster, pretty simple. Any type of construction paper, mine is pretty big, but any type of regular construction paper or printer paper will do. We'll need some crayons or markers to kind of make this design out. I'll include a link for our footprint here. Pretty cool. And then tape or scissors as well. So let's get into it. So we'll talk a little bit about our causes to carbon footprint and maybe some of those solutions that we can figure out to make things a little bit better for us here on planet Earth. All right, so one of our causes is what we all do each and every day, or I should say our parents or friends, family members, guardians, driving cars. So cars use fuel, gasoline, and the more cars that are out there on the road, the more gasoline is being used, the more fuel is being used. It can definitely create emissions, and carbon dioxide is going to start to take effect. So if we can find ways that we can limit the amount of cars on the road, that would be a great way to limit our carbon footprint. So we're going to put driving for one of our causes. And driving can really be anything. It can be a car, it can be a bus, it can be any type of vehicle, any type of automobile that uses gasoline or fuel. Some solutions. So we can be carpooling. You know, if we're going someplace, if we're going to a supermarket, if we're going to some activity with other people, let's carpool. Let's figure out a way that we don't have to take as many cars and putting them on the road. If you're just going around the corner to go grocery shopping, maybe you can take a bike or even walk there. So those are some solutions that we could bring into play. So bike, we'll put bike, walk, and we also said carpooling. So take a minute and also think to yourself as you're writing down some of these solutions, what you think would be a good solution for driving. So another thing that uses a lot of fuel, a lot of gas, is flying. A lot of fuel developed into flying a plane. So as we're flying planes, we think about going on vacations, we're thinking about visiting family, visiting friends, mom, dad, our guardians, our other family members. They might be flying for their jobs. So some of the things that we should be thinking about in terms of solutions for flying is certainly technology. A lot of technology nowadays can hopefully limit our carbon footprint. And one of those things, and I know right now in terms of what we're dealing with, in terms of our challenges of today, where we can't really go anywhere, we're using video conferencing apps from our iPhone, iPad, tablets, apps like Zoom. So technology can really help us. So maybe instead of flying to have mom and dad on their next business trip, they might be able to potentially say, I'm going to do a video conference instead. So we'll say for a solution for flying could be technology. And this could be using Zoom or other conferencing apps. So if we bring things back to the house and or our apartments that we're living in with family, one of the things that we look at to reduce our carbon footprint is our dependency on electricity. And sometimes inefficient light bulbs in houses can definitely be a carbon footprint that can go right up. So what are the things that we could do in terms of using more efficient light bulbs? So, efficient light bulbs. So that's your cause, less efficient light bulbs. Trying to find or replacing those light bulbs with high efficient light bulbs will certainly cut down on the electricity costs and help everyone save not only a little bit of money, but also your carbon footprint. So more efficient light bulbs. So we're talking about electricity here. One of the things that even I am guilty of is leaving my computer plugged in and turned on when I'm not using it. And I'm sure for those that have video game consoles out there, they may do the same thing, leaving it on when they're not using it. So the cause in this area, leaving electronics plugged in when not using them. So before we're talking about how technology can solve some solutions, technology can also hamper our ability to lower our carbon footprint. So the solution to when we're leaving our electronics on for long periods of time is just say, hey, I'm going to shut off my computer completely and unplug it so it's not drawing electricity from that outlet. Same with our video game consoles or anything that we're charging, like phones and tablets. All that stuff, when they're still plugged into the outlet, it's still drawing off electricity and it's still keeping our carbon footprint high. We're trying to keep that as low as possible. So solution, let's start unplugging more electronics when not in use. All of these things can certainly help reduce our carbon footprint. And as we go along here, you guys can think about other ways that you can add to this list and develop a broader scope of different causes and then figure out the solutions to help those causes become minimalized and smaller. So thank you for looking at this. We're going to do another short video here, and I hope everyone enjoyed what they heard and is learning a lot, and we'll take it from there. Here are more ways that you can reduce your carbon footprint. You can look at litter-free lunchboxes, as having little plastic bags and wrappers in your lunchbox is possible. Think about reducing more of your trash. Do you really need more toys or items that will one day end up in landfill? There could be planting of more trees. If you can, plant a new tree in one of your gardens. Make every drop count. Turn off the tap water when brushing your teeth or washing your hands and have quick showers. Make sure you're recycling. You can put any products that can be recycled in the recycling bin. Reuse or repair. Can you reuse something again or in a different way? If it is broken, see if it can be fixed before throwing it away and buying a new one. Don't forget about reducing your energy use, as we talked about when we were doing our poster. Turning off all electrical appliances when you are not using them. And as well, change your transportation. Ride your bike or walk instead of taking a car. I'd like to thank everyone once again for watching this video, and be sure to check out our page again next Monday for more from Campfire North Shore. Have a great weekend, everyone, and we'll see you soon.